Imagine for a moment that every word that comes out of your mouth has the power to shape your reality. What if I told you that the way you pray could unlock spiritual forces that change your life forever? Many see prayer as a simple routine, but few understand that it is a key to accessing spiritual dimensions that transform destinies. The Bible teaches us that faith is the assurance of what we hope for and the conviction of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. This means that the intention behind your prayer has a direct impact on its outcome. What do you truly desire? Do you pray with conviction, or do you simply repeat empty words? Imagine if every prayer you made was like an arrow shot directly to the throne of God, bringing answers and miracles. Now think about this. Your words carry energy. Jesus said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Matthew 17:20. This means that the way you direct your thoughts during prayer can be the difference between seeing results or remaining the same. Are you aligning your mind and heart with what you want to receive? Or is your doubt sabotaging your requests? But there is an even more powerful secret that many ignore: gratitude. Have you ever tried thanking God even before seeing the answer? Before multiplying the loaves and fishes, Jesus first gave thanks. This is one of the greatest spiritual mysteries. When you give thanks in advance, you are telling the universe and God that you already trust in the answer. This changes everything. And here's something few talk about. Prayer is not just about asking. Prayer is also about trusting. Many times we ask and then despair if we don't see an immediate answer. But what if the true power lies in letting go of control and trusting in the divine plan? Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will act. Psalm 37, verse 5. Maybe what you are asking for hasn't arrived yet, because God is preparing something much greater. Are you ready to surrender and trust? Now think about your life today. Is there something you have been praying for but have not yet seen happen? Do you feel frustrated because it seems like God is not listening? Then I challenge you. What if, instead of questioning, you started seeing this waiting period as a time of growth? What if this silence was actually God working behind the scenes for something even greater? Prayer is not just speaking. It is connecting. It is feeling the divine presence. It is allowing yourself to be transformed from the inside out. Many pray, but few experience the true power of prayer because they are not truly connected. Are you? Now, imagine a future where every prayer you make has a real and visible impact, where you feel God working in every detail of your life. This is not a distant dream. This is a reality accessible to those who decide to pray with faith, intention, and surrender. Are you ready to unlock this hidden power? But the journey does not end here. Prayer is not just an isolated moment, it is a lifestyle. What would happen if every thought you had was an extension of your prayer? The Bible teaches us that whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Galatians 6:7. This means that even your thoughts and feelings can determine the fruits you will see in your life. If you pray for peace but live full of anxiety, are you truly trusting in God's power? Faith is not just about words spoken with the lips, but about the certainty that lives in the heart. Have you ever noticed how some people seem unstoppable? No matter what happens, they remain firm as if they already know that God is in control. This is no coincidence. This is the result of a life of prayer aligned with a mindset of absolute trust. But there is another essential factor: persistence. How many times have you prayed for something and, faced with delay, given up? Jesus told the parable of the persistent widow, Luke 18, 1-8, to show that those who do not give up always receive an answer. The question is, are you willing to keep knocking on the door until it opens? Now imagine if everyone around you started applying the same principle. If, instead of giving up at the first difficulty, they remained steadfast in prayer, knowing that the answer would come. What impact would that have on the world? And what if your transformation became a living testimony, inspiring others to seek God with greater fervor? The truth is that your prayer journey does not affect only you. It creates a ripple effect in the lives of everyone around you. And this is where your mission becomes even greater. You were not called just to pray and receive. You were called to share. Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Mark 16:15. This means that your experience with the power of prayer could be the key to transforming other lives. Have you ever thought about that? Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine, what would your life be like if every prayer of yours was answered? What would your daily life look like if you lived with full certainty that God is by your side at every step? That future is within your reach, but it all starts with a decision. Are you ready to unlock the true power of prayer and transform your life forever? And what if I told you that there is an even deeper level of prayer, a level where barriers disappear and the impossible becomes possible? Think about the great men and women of the Bible who experienced extraordinary miracles. What did they have in common? They prayed fervently, believed without doubting, and were willing to wait for God's timing. Are you ready to elevate your prayer to that level? The secret lies in constant communion. Daniel prayed 3 times a day without fail. Paul and Silas praised God inside the prison until the chains broke. Elijah prayed until fire fell from heaven. Are you willing to pray with that intensity? Are you ready to see walls fall, chains break, and doors open before your eyes? Now is the time to act, to turn every prayer of yours into an explosion of faith and power. Do not wait another day to experience the fullness of God's presence. The world needs your testimony, and your life will never be the same once you decide to unlock the hidden power of prayer.